Hey everybody, I'm David Trump, and maybe that's not a real name, but it's the name I use on Facebook, and and you can find me on Facebook. But I have been trying to upload this forever. I'm probably gonna upload this to YouTube. Uh, had some technical difficulties, but anyway, I have various business plans from time to time, and because I don't have the money to invest myself and I don't really know how to find investors, and it seems to me like when I've watched like Shark Tank, which I think those businesses mostly are terrible, but um they've already got, hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit. They've already manufactured the product. They've already gotten a bunch of loans, and and like I don't have very good credit, so I can't get a loan, and even if I could, I don't know if I would want to risk going bankrupt or whatever. I don't know, but if I could, I would invest my own money. Anyway, let me I just wanted to talk about this stuff, and just in the hopes that if I publish these business plans, they're basically informal business plans that people will, whoever, any investors will pay me back, um, somehow, some way. Uh, and But I might as well, because I can't do it myself, so somebody else can do it, and hopefully I'll be paid back. But okay, and I'll try to make this to the point, short and to the point. But I'm looking. I've got to pull up the document. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so the first idea is electronic prescription access. Uh, Doctors often won't write controlled substances due to the potential for abuse. So the idea would be to for a company to be formed that would manufacture these electronic prescription dispensers that would be linked to like an app on your phone. It might not need to be linked to an app to your cell phone, but it might be. Um, and So it would dispense a pill like every 24 hours or every 4 hours or whatever prescription the doctor wrote would be, uh, those instructions would be sent to this device. So by doing, and so that company that would just build those things, that's a company right there. Um, Additionally, this would be big. So okay, so additionally, this would be bigger profits for like pharmaceutical companies because um, there's a big market of people that can't get controlled substances for whatever reason, and a lot of time, or just the doctor won't doesn't want to write them or whatever. So yeah, that is the idea, and this next idea is similar to this other one, but it's not. We've all heard. Everyone has heard about a smart home, right? But um, the concept or the idea is smart rooms. So, like, it would require electronic access to dad's office or mom's bedroom or the TV room or the downstairs basement or whatever. Um, and so just an electronic lock. It could be biometric. It could be a password. And these systems would cost thousands of dollars to install and just to buy. And I mean, it's a whole nother industry. Um, so uh, the next thing is, and this is the one I'm the most excited about. Um, it I have called it, and obviously I'm not investing the money, and I'm not the CEO of the company. I wish I could be a CEO, and like part of me doing these videos is to so I can kind of get credit and attribution for you know for my work, for my business plans, which would eventually lead to profit for somebody. Um, so this next thing I call home share, and be like it would be an app or website, both a website and an app, where uh, users in the same area could meet up using an app. Okay, I'm not. I know I need to like look at the camera, so um, I could just read this, but that will be too boring. So I would say home share is a way to create unique social experiences through an online payment system, and the basically, just like an app or whatever. I'm not a professional speaker. Like sometimes the founder of the company is not the CEO. I mean, I don't. So I really came up with these ideas myself. So sorry if the video is not perfect. But the idea is I got from Uber because I thought and Lyft, but that the driver buys the car, right? It's his car, and he makes an investment by transporting people from one place to another. So because of and I've taken Uber lots, but from doing that I thought, well, what if a homeowner could use their home in the same way? So you, you own a home. It could be an apartment, but probably mostly homeowners, and especially big houses would be great. And it would be like they would be hosting sort of a get together, but it wouldn't, as opposed to a normal meetup of friends where no money's exchanged. Money would be exchanged. You would be able to look on the home share app and see a list of all, for example, all PlayStation 5 multiplayer games. So there's somebody at such and such address in your city playing Call of Duty or whatever video game, or Xbox, or an Xbox One, and on like a 70-inch flat screen TV. And the technology requirements and just the cleanliness requirements of the house would have to be met. So you couldn't have like a really messed up, messy house, or like low grade technology to be a home share, what I would call an admin. That's just the name I would use, an administrator. And so that admin would make whatever amount from each experience he hosted. So you could have 20 people in one house paying $20 a piece. You know, and restaurants would be plugged into this. So you would have like, so for example, Papa John's Pizza is going to bring at 5:30 p.m. 10 pizzas, and you pay ahead through the app. So do you want, or whatever, everybody. So it's just a way for people to get together in sort of a physical space, in a physical environment, that sort of duplicates the experience that many people really don't have. You know, they don't have a lot of friends. They don't get that, or maybe just have a family, and and don't have a lot of social networking. You could have uh, religious religious meetups. We're all going to have this Sunday school, this Friday night or whatever, or we're all gonna watch an NFL game, for example. The big game is coming up Friday, so Friday at 7 p.m. 30 users sign up to meet at such and such location. They pay 2 weeks to 30 minutes ahead of time through the app, and they can look on their app and see all. And the idea would be you would look on an app and see all the just Joe, what's his name, 1025 Stevens Avenue is having or a Netflix viewing. We're watching this movie on Netflix. We're watching this new release movie uh, at such and such house. Um, so that's the idea. And there was a site called Meetup.com or something that was similar to that, but it didn't really didn't gain that much traction. But I would also plug this into Facebook so that Facebook users could meet like in real time. But like I said, this would all be each user would pay whatever amount, $20, $30, $50 for 1 hour to 5 hours, maybe 7 hours, but a couple hours at somebody's house, and you just pay through the app, and you just meet random people. It could be used for dating, wine tasting. We're gonna have a wine tasting at somebody's house, and I don't know. I think it's a good idea, but I don't know what you think. But okay, so my next idea came uh, from me pulling up carpet at my parents' real estate business. So I do a bunch of home renovation uh, for work, and like I said, we have to pull up carpet a lot of times because there's a stain on it, or there's multiple stains, or whatever. But I noticed that a lot of the time, most of the carpet was fine. It was not damaged at all. So the idea is to replicate the idea of sod, grass sod. So there's like tiny squares of sod you put on your lawn, as opposed to one big piece, right? So the same idea would be for carpets, tiny square pieces of carpet, so that like 12 by 12 inches or 20 by 20 inches or whatever it is, and so you spill just only one part of your carpet has like a spill on it or a stain, and you just replace that tiny piece of carpet. And Home Depot could sell this. I'm at Home Depot all the time, uh, and or maybe even Lowe's, and and it would save the customer a lot of money, and maybe even the customer could replace it themselves as opposed to having to have the carpet guy come do it. So you buy extra square pieces. I just say square pieces because I have to visualize it, but you'd buy extra pieces so that the customer could replace them themselves without having to have someone professional, without paying for the labor of a professional carpet installation, which is time consuming and costs a pretty good deal of money. Uh, I had anyway. So, and by the way, I'm David Trump. That's not exactly my real name, but I'm just not comfortable using my real name, and people can figure it out. But I just, I'm David Biden on Snapchat, so I just thought that was a good idea. Whatever. So, but and I do have some business experience. I sold insurance and had an insurance license, and but I also uh, now I'm doing construction work, but I did do that, and I've had so many jobs. But I'm just an entrepreneur, um, and I'm going to publish this to YouTube, and I hope that investors see it and put their money behind it, and that somehow the money will get back to me one way or the other. Because I know there's a formal way to pitch an idea to investors and everything else, and you have to go get a loan. I couldn't get a loan if I wanted to, and I don't really want to get a loan. So, and I'd love to run one of these companies, but it's not always an individual. Maybe. Or, okay, so uh, the next thing is also from my home renovation experiences that I've had, and that's currently the work I'm doing. Um, some of it, and anyway, we constantly have to charge batteries for power tools like saws and drills, and when we have to do that, and we have to wait for the battery to recharge, and that's lost time. So productivity goes down a lot when you're constantly having to charge batteries. And I know it's difficult. They're making the batteries as small as they can, but I just thought if some company could develop batteries that were smaller and recharge more quickly, you know, these construction workers spend thousands of dollars on these tools, and I just think that there's an opportunity there. Um, and the next idea, let me make sure I went through all of it. The next idea I had is, okay, this may be kind of controversial, but so there's kind of like a line between tastefulness in uh, in websites. You like, and there's a line like, and so anyway, some people look at pornography, right? But also the same users are going to dating sites to try to meet women. But I think there's a disconnect because, and I guess I look at this stuff too, and I sometimes look at pornography, not all the time, but sometimes, and I also have looked at a few dating sites, which I think could use some improvements, or a new dating site could be another good company idea. Um, for example, I went on Tinder, and I've heard all this stuff about Tinder, how Tinder is so great. And I went on Tinder, and all I could see was pretty much pictures, face pictures. And so meanwhile, I'm on this pornography site, and I can see everything. And then when I want to meet a girl in person, all I can see is their face. And so I think users want to see body types of potential people that they might want to date. So the idea would be to require them to pose for pictures in their underwear or a swimsuit. Either one. And that'd be for men and women. And you can laugh at me if you want, but it's just, I don't know what people are looking for, but that's just, I don't know. But I think there'd be enough people that would be a good modification, or just another website to start, another app. Um, and also the other thing was, I noticed a lot of these dating sites use, like, to talk to so and so, you've got to sign up for the site, And I sort of have a psychological problem with doing that because I feel like I don't want to pay this dating. I don't. Some people don't feel right paying for to meet a girl. Like why don't I just you know so uh so that may be a barrier to for people to sign up to for some of these services. And then the final thing, and so oh yeah, and so but having a dating app run ads might be better, um, and make their money that way. Um, and that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and one other thing I had, one other idea I had. I'm sorry, I'm not a professional speaker, but I do my best. Um, is like an internet standard, an internet and banking standard, where like a seal of approval or like a that that's linked to a contract that says you when you sign up for an internet site, they will just bill you that one time. So, because I've had problems with websites where I thought I was signing up for 1 month and I was signed up indefinitely, and so I had to go. So when that happens, you have to go to your bank and pay like $40 to stop the payments to them. There's no way to stop the payments, and I think that's ridiculous. And I think people will be more likely to sign up for more um, various websites and things online by providing some kind of guarantee that they would not be charged more than 1 month, but with an official standard. And or so anyway, I hope you like these ideas, and obviously I'm able to be reached um, on Facebook, David Trump. Obviously, I think Biden won, but that's okay. Um, and it's November 2020, and these are just business plans, and I don't think I need to dress up in a suit and tie and go meet with people and have lunch with people and do all this stuff to do business. So I hope you understand that, because of the internet. So maybe somebody will see my video and want to invest. Maybe you can even give me the money directly and let me run the company. Any of these companies. Of course they're not. I mean, that'd be fine with me. But so thanks for listening, and I'll see you later.